Hi, my name is AJ Druck and I'm a rising junior at Ramaz. So for my starter project, I made a voice changer. So you could get your voice to vibrato, high pitch, low pitch, or robot, whichever you want. And it looks pretty complicated. But really, these two parts, which are called IC chips, are the real brains of it. Because let's say you want your voice low pitch. So you press this button on it, and then you speak into the microphone. So pretty much what happens is that your voice, as audio waves, goes to the IC chip. And depending on which button you press, the IC chip chooses which path through the breadboard your voice goes through. Because if you wanted robot, it would take a different path with different resistors or different capacitors than it would if you wanted low pitch. It's just different. But not all of these resistors or capacitors are for that, because this really weird looking resistor is actually for the LED, because the 9 volts on the battery, if it went completely to the LED, then the LED would like explode. So really you want a resistor which takes away most of the energy of it, and it only gives a little bit so the LED could go on and flash. This IC chip is for amplifying your voice, because your voice's audio waves is really small. You wouldn't be able to hear it in the speaker. So this multiplies like the audio of it by a factor of like 20 or something. And these two capacitors around it are to make sure that it could get the highest possible factor that you multiply it with. So I had a lot of trouble making this, and a lot of it was because the first day I was here I lost a resistor, and I guess I didn't realize until the next day, because the next day I couldn't find it, and I looked in the supply and I couldn't find a resistor with the same resistance. So basically what I had to do is I had to put 3 resistors in series. He's making the current go through all 3 of them, which effectively he makes you just add up all 3 resistance. So I used three different resistors to get the same resistance as the original one. Also, I guess I was too rough clipping the wires. So a lot of the track broke, so at first I checked if there was a connection, which there wasn't, with the multimeter. And then when I saw that there wasn't a connection, I had to connect a wire between the 2 parts, making sure that it was on the same path, and then connect it, and then made sure the connection was regained with the multimeter. Now I'll just show you how it works. If I want my voice vibrato, then press the button. Hello, hello. If I want it high pitch. Hello, hello. Low pitch. Hello, hello, or robot. Hello,